Vimalamachalam Savadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarihitam. Oh wow, Leslie. Hey, please don't drive when you're watching, okay? Please sing and watching at the same time.
No, I'm on my way home, so I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
about
now
to
I'm
arrive
going
home.
we are live now in social media, so maybe okay. No need, just say to start the session. So I have to pin me first. Pin me. Okay, all right. So once again, a very warm welcome to all the people who are attending here physically at the Ardinam, Singapore Kailasa Ardinam, and then also online through the Zoom, and of course social media. We're also live in a few channels. So a very warm welcome to all of you. Today, I want to give a preamble, means set it up, the context, why this webinar is going to be extraordinary. Because see, this webinar is something that Swamiji has conducted many years ago. And the is eternal, because whatever he revealed is the eternal truth. So the reason why I decided to pick this topic, because especially after the COVID pandemic, how we can conquer all your so-called problems, issues that we think, that life has becoming so difficult, that posing as a struggle. So give me a show of hand. How many of struggle in life? How many of you feel that life is a struggle? Give me a hand. Show of hand. Do you give us this truth? Say every struggle that you are encountering begins when we blame our past instead of taking responsibility for the future. When you look at the current situation in the present, but looking with the reference from the past, oh, what I did this, why did I do that? You're just getting stuck in the past and getting yourself into this whole guilt, this regret, this anger, negative emotion. It ain't gonna help. He said the responsibility. Take responsibility in everything that life is presenting to all of us. So he said only how you can take responsibility, break free from your patterns, your old patterns like self-doubt, self-hatred, and self-denial patterns, your depression patterns, all the patterns that keep us stuck. So today we're going to do a very interesting diagnostic of what are the patterns that we are stuck, that pose, this kind of situation, that set us in this situation of a struggle. So then every challenge that come our way will become an opportunity for us to in Chinese word it's called 危机, right? 危机 means even in the moment of danger, there is opportunity. The 机 is opportunity. So every danger comes also opportunity to have a breakthrough. So not every thought only we are not able to get out of the situation. So, but Somji in this webinar is going to teach us how to diagnose life problems, how to, from the angle of future possibility, from the angle of moving forward, not blaming the past people. Already done already. So now how to move forward, how to break through and create a new future. This is what he's going to reveal, the science behind this conquering your life. Okay, so that is what we're going to learn today in the first part. There will be second part and third part in the subsequent days, but today we're going to start with this part one, conquering your life. So with that, I'm going to hand over to listening, because we're going to do a diagnostic talk. Come.
துறக்க மன்னன் கோர் முறை அரசு செய்ய குறையிலாது உயிர்கள் வாழ்க நான் மறை அறங்கள் ஓங்க நற்றவம் வேள்வி மல்க மேன்மை கொள் சைவ நீதி விளங்குக உலகமெல்லாம் மேன்மை கொள் சைவ நீதி விளங்குக உலகமெல்லாம் மேன்மை கொள் சைவ நீதி விளங்குக உலகமெல்லாம் நாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி
Perception. Whatever the way life occurs to you, all your reasons, please understand, It should be useful for you. It should be about future. Please understand. I'm not convinced. Why should I write? Myself. Without when you want your freedom, you need to take responsibility. Want him to get healed, the very diagnosis and the context with which pharmaceutical companies finding solution for your diseases. What a fun. Why will he find a cure? He only want a customer. They don't want cure, they want customers. That is why the way they diagnose the diabetes and high blood pressure, it cannot be cured forever. The cognition which is put inside you, it cannot be cured forever. Depression cannot be cured forever. It can only be managed. The way you diagnose, the way you discover the reason, that itself should be from the context of solving it. The way life is occurring to you now, please understand. The second secret I want you to know from this program is right method of diagnosing your problems. Diagnosis should be done from the angle of future possibility, not from the aspect of how you can dump the responsibility on the past. The why should be attended from future. That is only then it will become Z, zest, or it will be X, cut. If you try to deal the why from the past, it will be just X, cut, crass. Only if you deal it from the future, it can become Z, zest. Listen. Always attend the why to make Z, not to dump as crass X. Depression. If the simple diagnosis can be done to a depression, any depression has to attract the high energy. It's a simple logic. Whether in the water body or in the weather, if there is a depression, there is going to be a fulfillment. Never you will listen this diagnosis or reason, understanding about depression, because nobody is interested in curing it. Everybody wants to encash on it. I tell you, most of the people enjoy your problems Because only when you have a problem, you will be dependent on them. By and by, you yourself start enjoying it. Because with problems, the infrastructure you established seems very useful and fruitful. You look very brilliant. When the problems become redundant, the infrastructure you established looks redundant. So the time you spent on all that looks very redundant. Just to make your past worthy, you go on making your problems relevant. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. There are at least, I can give you one example. There are at least 100 methods of transportation. More convenient, comfortable methods are already available without using the roads and petrol, diesel, the oil. Without using the oil and road, at least 100 methods of transportation are already available. Enough of balloons, methods, just you can race for 200 feet and reach your office. All that is available. Nobody wants to make that popular because all the energy, time we spent on road and oil will become irrelevant. So we will look like fools. I'm giving you one example. Whether in the field of health, or whether in the field of communication, whether in the field of transportation, in every field, enough has happened. If you look at the why from the angle of solving it, but the why is not looked from the angle of solving it. Let me give you some more example which you can directly understand and analyze. See, now you have written a lot of lines, thoughts, ideas, how life is occurring to you. You always think, I know the problem, I know the solution, only I don't know how to execute it. Please understand, if you don't know how to make it into reality, at least be very clear, you don't know the solution. Don't have this half understanding. No, I know the solution. I only don't know how to make it happen. No. That is what I call consolation out of confusion. Trying to console yourself out of confusion. Understand, till the result happens, effort cannot be called as effort. Till the effect happens, effort cannot be called as effort. Somebody came and told me just a few days before, one of my team lead person, I am putting so much of effort, result is not happening, Swamiji. I said, no. Be very clear, till the result happens, what you do cannot be called as effort. Don't have the wrong diagnosis, wrong reasoning. Wrong reasoning is delusion. Wrong reasoning is suicidal. Wrong reasoning makes you feel you are stuck in the life. Sometimes people say, oh, whatever you say, it feels like going above my head, Swamiji. I don't understand. Means what? If it is going above your head, just catch it and put it inside. After all, it is going just above your head. It's not going somewhere. The first step, seeing how life is occurring. The second step, next step, always look at the life, perceive the life, understand the life, reason with the life from the context of making it as you want, making it as a reality as you want, not dumping the responsibility or playing the blame game on your past, on everything. We can blame everything, including ourselves, and say, this is the way it is, what can be done? No. That is what I call suicidal. Many times we even start enjoying our belief that we are only capable of this much. This is the way it is. I'll give you an example. You want to be healthy, you want to wake up early morning 4:30 and do yoga every day and healthy. Is there anybody putting you in prison and tying you with chains on your bed at 4:30? No. But you enjoy. I can't get up at 4:30, you see. I tried my best. I had enough of alarms, yoga mats, shoes. I watched tons of yoga videos, gymming videos, workout in 10 minutes, 6 minutes for 6-pack, 8 minutes for 8-pack, 10 minutes for total workout. All these videos I watch. But you see, I can't get up in the morning. And you start either getting comfortable or give up or even enjoying your inability. Please understand. I am not even saying you need to put all your effort. I want to make only this statement as essence of this session. If you can start looking at the whole, analyze each and every situation from the angle of manifesting it as you want, instead of the blame game of why the way it is. See, when you look at why the way you think, why the way you act, why the way you talk, why the way you feel, why the way you exist, the way you exist. If you feel tremendous pain, inability, you are only enjoying, entertaining blame game, putting the blame on the past. Now it is time. Even the why should be from the context of how. Even the why should be from the context of how. See the why. Why the way you exist the way you are. Why you have stomach pain. Why you have depressed mind. Why your relationships are falling apart. Why your thinking is so shallow. Why you are all the time irritated or bored. Why you are all the time tired or collapsing. Why your decisions are not becoming fruitful. This why. If you approach this why only to blame the past, the existence of past. Oh, you don't know, Swami, my background. For my background, even how I survived is extraordinary. No one else other than me would have survived in my background, the way I grew up or the place I was in. If you are interested in that, you will never find solution. You will never find the life as you want. You will never find the reality which you want to manifest. If you want to conquer the life, that's why I use the word conquering life for this program. Actually, you have to conquer it. There is no way you can have agreement with your past. The way as life is happening to you, there is no way you can just paint, do the tinkering, touch up here and there and use it again. No. It is just straight your enemy. The way the life is occurring to you now is not your business partner, is not your friend. I think not your friend, all of you know already. But you always think there is a possibility for negotiation. I'll do little negotiation and just do this touch up and that touch up, little lipstick and little combing and little painting here and there, little tinkering, polishing. No. Only if you understand your past should become redundant and you should not expect inspiration from your past. You should generate a mechanism in you as a source of inspiration and make the whole redundant. The whole should become irrelevant. Only then conquering can happen to you. Please understand the spirit with which you need to approach whatever way the life is occurring to you is conquering. Not adjusting, not manipulating, not withdrawing. No question of withdrawing, no question of adjusting, no question of touching up. Engineering is not possible. Art is not possible. Conquering is only possible. Understand? If you think with the life, you can do some art. No. Or you can do some science. No. You can do some engineering. No. The way the life is occurring to you, you just need to conquer. That's the only solution. As long as you have the light, soft corner and sympathy for you, and justification about the way you exist, conquering is not possible. You just need to know please understand, when I am telling this truth, I am not angry with your fast. I am not angry with your past. I am ferocious with your past. I am not asking you to be angry with your past. No. I am asking you to be ferocious with your past. Be ferocious with the way your life is occurring to you. Don't be angry. No, that is no way going to work. You had enough of anger, enough of guilt, enough of powerlessness. Guilt, anger, powerlessness, enough, all that. Listen. If you approach why the way you are, why the way you think, the way you think, why the way you feel, the way you feel, why the way you act, the way you act, why the way you exist, the way you exist. If you approach all this put together only is called life. The way you approach your life should be the attitude of conquering. Not angry, but ferocious. Not angry, but ferocious. This is one small but great shift needed to happen. The way you look at the life, the way you diagnose your life, the way you find the reason. People ask me, if I am successful in my career and earn good money, does it mean I conquered life? I can say, if you feel you are earning good money and you are happy about it, you conquered your life in the field of career. In that field, you have conquered. Conquering is not winning. In winning, somebody has to be a loser. In conquering, nobody needs to be a loser. There is a big difference. If the resources are very limited, it has to be winning. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. If the resources are unlimited, that is when conquering. Listen carefully. The next step I want you to do. Look at the first exercise you wrote. How the life is occurring to you. Look at this with the ferociousness and find reasons. Please understand. Don't find reasons which makes you feel you can't do anything about it. Look at it ferociously. If you look at it, I can give you some example, even depression. If you look at it ferociously, you can find a reason. Hey, this is happening just because of my unattentiveness about my inner space. If you find that as a reason, you just know you can heal it, cure it, you can be out of it. But if you start, oh, my ex-wife who cheated me and took all my money and ran away, and my boss who dumped me from his office, and my stomach which is not able to digest the food for last 12 years, and the McDonald's fellows who spoiled my stomach by putting all the chemicals in the food, all these put together, my pastor who does not give any spiritual counseling to me, all these put together is the reason for my depression. Are you going to ever cure it? Or are you interested in writing a book about your depression and selling it? All bestsellers are only pathetic, repenting sympathizers, never solutions. Because people enjoy that somebody else is also suffering like me, and it is very common. And I have a lot of people on my side. They want only that confirmation. Nobody wants solution. That is why I read all the bestsellers. When you read, you find a tremendous relief. Wow, a lot of people are suffering like me. Never a solution. Because you want consolation, not solution. Now, drop that for next 10 minutes. Life with a finding even the reason why you are the way you are, with the context of ferociousness of finding solution, will solve 90% of the problem. 90% of the problem will become non-existent. Your past will become redundant, irrelevant. Even if you find reason, as I gave this example, if you find the reason for depression as my non-attentiveness, you will simply find solution. If you find the reason for your depression, starting from the first girlfriend who ran away, and the second wife who ran away with all your wealth and who cheated on you, then discovering your pastor is not giving you spiritual counseling, and the McDonald's has put all the chemicals and toxins in your food and spoiled even your diagnosis. Even your why. If it is from the angle, you need only consolation, not solution. You need only reason why you are suffering and justification why you are the way you are. If you are looking for that, you won't find solution. Maybe the shallow teachers will be a great help for you. Sorry, unfortunately, I am not the one. Look at yourself ferociously, not angrily, ferociously. I'll give you few minutes. Diagnose whatever you wrote now. Why the way you are, the way you are. Diagnose all of them from the angle of solving. Find reasons for all of them from the angle of solving, not from the angle of blaming. from the angle of creating the new reality you want, not from the angle of justifying the way you are. Look at the whole thing you wrote ferociously. Please, I have a few minutes. Find reasons why you are enjoying this thought current the way you are enjoying, why the diseases are there the way it is there, why the relationship failures are there the way it is there, why the tiredness and boredom, irritation, all this exists in you the way it is existing. Why? Ask all the whys from the angle of solving it, not from the angle of blaming it. Few minutes of contemplation. Please take it up. Pick up your paper and pen. Read what you wrote. Thank you. Be blissful.
And I also have a quick announcement. One of the best ways to stay connected to Swamiji is by watching Swamiji's videos. We have more than 3,000 videos on Swamiji's YouTube channel. Over 4,000 videos are there of discourses, guided meditations, webinars, and program sessions are available for you for free. So take a minute to subscribe to Swamiji's YouTube channel. The center coordinators will help you. The name of the channel is Nithyananda TV. Nithyananda TV is name of Swamiji's official YouTube channel where we have more than 4,000 videos.
So we finished the part 1 of this webinar. I think many of you get this very powerful click from Swamiji about looking at your problem not from the angle of the past, blaming, but looking from the context of future, wanting to come out of it. And that is a different perspective of really not entertaining your patterns and entertaining your whatever mess you created, but more ferociously with yourself, how you want to move and conquer life from the situation where you're struggling or you're stuck. So I think that is the right starting point to solve problem, not from the angle of powerlessness, from the angle of just looking at the past again and again and again and not be able to have a breakthrough. So that is, I think, the first thing that all of us got from this part 1 of the webinar. Anyone want to share something? Anyone want to share what you got from today's session that give you a click? Anyone? Yes? No? You?
Very important to ask more for the solution. Because always focus from why happen this? So most of the people always blame themselves. So yeah, we focus on future of the solution.
Yeah, so that is a big shift, because that shift alone life would present the answers or solution to you, because that's what you hold. I remember, when I was diagnosed with cancer, right? I never say, oh, what happened to me? Why my life is going to collapse? I never think that it's going to be like death sentence for me. I look at it from it's a wake up call. What should I do? What should I do to come out of this sickness? So that's why from that only the solution came to me, right? Of course, I was drawn to Swamiji, and Swamiji healed me completely. So that exactly reminds me of how the space I helped when the health problem came was not to look at oh, I give up on life, this is not the powerlessness space. It's like, what should I do? I don't see myself dying so soon. I want to be healed. So that is what attracted me to the Guru eventually, because I started seeking intensely, ferociously, to see how I can heal myself from the cancer. So, and of course, already more than how many years, 2006 or 20 years now, Swamiji has healed me completely from the cancer. So I'm still alive and kicking here. So that reminds me of how what Swamiji just said, the how part plays a major role, not just why. Why is like a diagnosis, right? You do a diagnostic of your life. But the how part is more important. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to have it through? So that is important. So with that, I'm just going to share a few things. We're going to have the part 2 and part 3. Part 2 will happen on Friday, so don't miss it as a continuation. So you can take these couple of days. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Come back again to have the next part where I'm just going to show you the solution. But what I'm saying right now, after you're done the first part of the homework, right? You're writing your how your life is happening to you, what are the struggle, and then look at it in the past. How have you been looking at the solution from what context that leads you to continue to struggle? So just from whatever you heard from Swamiji, if you have a cognitive shift, whatever problem we have listed, then now look at it from the new context of future. Be ferocious with yourself. Don't entertain your pattern anymore. See from the future that you are going to solve this problem. Okay? Do that as a homework from today, tomorrow, and then come back on Friday again for part 2. So then you can see how all this is going to lead you to the solution that you need. Okay, so that is the thing that I want to mention to all of you who are listening to this first part 1 of the webinar. The second part I want to talk about is, the second thing I want to talk about is, if you want to fast track this life solution, right, learning how to solve this and do bring a lot of completion in a very fast track way, Swamiji introduced this program called Paramashiva Sena program since 2024, December. I attended the first batch in LA. It's a 1-month program where he intensely bring many levels of your completion, also give you a lot of powerful initiation. So the program every month there is a program. Next batch is going to be in LA from 1st February to end of February. So you come in like 1 day before 1st and leave 1 day after end of February. So you take at least completely 1 month off. You are working. I can tell you this is one of the best way to invest on yourself. It means, see, this program is completely free. All you need to pay is your ticket to go to LA only, and of course accommodation. And the program is valued at 21,000 US. And all you need to do is just, take the decision that I'm going to take 1 month off to really work on myself, do a lot of intense spiritual cleansing and purification, and have a breakthrough with a new consciousness. And also if you have a lot of health problem going there in Swamiji's energy field, his breathing space, for sure that healing can happen. And you can even have Shakti Darshan. That means for each individual who attend the program, you will have a direct conversation with him. You can ask boons from him. You can list down the boons and he will bless you and shower you with the energy to be blessed to, get whatever you have desired in the boons. So many great things, and you're also going to meet a lot of global community in the Sangha, because it's a global program. So don't miss it if you have plans to have a spiritual breakthrough. I think Swamiji said in the Tamil satsang, he said at the turn of the 2026, he said, take 2026, the year of spiritual growth. Spend time for your spiritual growth. Don't get distracted in the outer world stuff. Spend time growing yourself spiritually. So taking 1 month off, it's nothing, really. 1 month off out of how many years of your entire life? It's really nothing. All this powerful initiation can just cause major breakthrough. All you need to do is make a decision. Yes, I want to receive Guru's grace to have a transformation. So this is the first thing. If all of you are interested to go, to experience this complete transformation in this program, because the program works on yoga, meditation, initiation, all different spectrum. It's a full program, intense program. But you will come out totally reborn. All I can guarantee you is that you'll be reborn, you will be renewed after the 1 month program. So if you're interested, you can contact any of us who are the Raja Sabha members, who have attended the program and also become the ambassador of Kailasa. So this is one thing. So the third thing I want to share is that, as you know, that we are going through the Jayanti, 1 month celebration of Swamiji's 49th birthday, Jayanti. And we are actually globally trying to offer something for him, and one of the offering is come in a form. There were people offering silver, and some were offering gold coins. So if you're interested to offer as part of the Jayanti celebration, you can also reach out to any one of us. We can direct you. You just need to do the credit card payment. So it's a very simple thing. And also you can also feel that you want to offer your gratitude during this period. You're more than welcome to do it. So any questions so far in regards to the webinar itself? I enjoyed the webinar, even though I attended that many years ago. That was like, I think 2016? I think it's 2016, this webinar. So it's almost like 10 years ago. But I always feel that when you watch again, when your consciousness has expanded, you watch again, you get a different depth of Swamiji's message. So this is really amazing. Even watching his webinar after 10 years, you feel that it's still fresh, still brand new. Okay, so any questions so far from the people in the Zoom? Here, no question? Yeah? Okay, so with that, I'm going to conclude now.
Sorry, Ma, the second part of the webinar on Friday, is it after the Saraswati Puja?
I think it's going to overlap because Saraswati Puja will end at 8:30, right? This
Yes.
the webinar is set for 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So I think
sorry,
we're
Ma,
different.
I interrupt Ma Duga because I'll be hosting it. So I will do only online. There's no physical attendance, only online on Friday. So it will start at 8 o'clock. It will start at 8 o'clock for us. So is Saraswati Puja, they are using the main room. I will just use the breakout room. That means all participants to enter the breakout room under webinar, the name.
Okay, so you just create a breakout room so that people can be directed to the webinar room. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no worries. So with that, thank you all for joining. Let's end with the Puna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Saubham Bhagavashi Nithyananda Paramashiva Paraka Paramastu Om Nithyanandam. If Saraswati Parvati, Sarupini, itu screen grab, you did already.